Yeah, good.
Yep.
I like to think of myself as a bridge between the team members here at HQ and our team members who are outside of the company, even in different countries around the world, at a scale that Oppo can achieve with its really robust execution power and all of its resources.
I thought it was kind of difficult to talk about my job with my son because he's only 5 years old. But last month when I attended his kindergarten activity on a weekend, he showed this Fine 3 to his friend. And then he told his friends that, look at this screen is on. And then he turned on my fold phone and showed that, look at this, there is a bigger screen. And this is also on. And he showed it to his friend and told his friend that this is made by my father. And then he also asked me that, can he have one more screen here and also turn it on? And I said, oh, yes, of course, you can do it. One day I hope you can design a phone for yourself.
The first feature that I can think of is the file dock, and then through file dock you can clip any kind of content that you want, links, images, videos, and put them on the dock. And that can be grabbed from all different apps, which has been a really big pain point for a lot of people with their smartphones for a really long time. And then using the split screen window or floating windows or even the dock itself, you can then drag that content into wherever you want. And actually the dock can be synced across all your different devices, and that information will be stored for you forever, so you can access it from any of your devices at any time. So as you can see with this file dock, and then file dock using Smart Touch makes it really easier to work with all of the content that you want, and it boosts your creativity and productivity a lot. So Smart Touch is a really cool feature where you can just touch on the content that you want to extract, like links or images or text content, and then store them on the dock to use in however you want. It just makes it really easy for you to work with content. For example, if you're planning a trip and you want to create a travel guide for yourself that's personalized, you can grab content and inspiration from all these different sources using Smart Touch and the dock, and then create these travel guides which are all synced across all of your devices. So you can create them on your pad, or you can create them on your PC, or all of the content that you have, it will be accessible for any of your devices. So the third function that I can think of about smart efficiency productivity is the smart image matting. And how that works is that for any saved picture or even for a paused video, you can just tap on a subject like a person or an animal, and it will be instantly extracted, and you can use that as a standalone image. So you can actually tap up to 6 subjects at a time and grab them out. So this makes sharing that kind of content really efficient and really fun. And it's super easy to use to create a note or to share with your family and friends.
I think the first thing we provide the best hardware, the best CPU, the bigger size memory, bigger size flash ROM, and we also have good software technologies to maximize the capability of the hardware. And there is one more thing also very important. I think for different people, what we provide for them, the performance experience, they are slightly different. For 5 series, the smooth must be elegant and delicate. Not very fast, but very stable, always stable. And then for those young people, they like Reno series. And then we give them a simple and concise, a little light, smooth experience. Even for online series, we talk more about benchmark #1. We always keep our mobile phone, the hardware performance to be the #1 in all the benchmark. We launched our first performance product. We call it UI First. In UI First, we optimize the performance by increasing the priority of the foreground application to prevent software running in the background to consume the computing resources. And we quickly solve a lot of visible stock problems. And at this stage, I think we have mastered how to maximize the hardware capability. So you will see our performance is always good in benchmark. It comes 4G to 5G. It's getting into a rich media era. The things that we read, the content are more colorful. They transfer a lot of video, so the system burden heavier. Our users, they found that they not only want the benchmark score, they hope that the performance can last longer. We recruited a large number of SoC engineers and data engineers. In-depth analysis of the computing power distribution of each task on different processing unit of the SoC chip. And then they build a scientific model of performance and power consumption. In this way, we can optimize the computing power distributed for each scenario task so that we can ensure the performance is not reduced, but the battery life is optimized. At the same time, we use better memory compression technology to save more memory space for users so that we can keep more application on the background. And we also we call it breakpoint reading technology, which means when you click an application, it is hot start, it's not cold start. And also the content last time you read is still there. So this experience becomes more uninterruptible. By this way, the Trinity engine on ColorOS 14 has become more powerful. It can not only catch more, but also keep frequently used applications running on the background for up to 72 hours. So far, all these things, they are not beyond my knowledge. But recently, there's one thing, I summarize it as slow is fast. In ColorOS 14, we have optimized the application launching animation. Previously, the animation duration was 380 milliseconds, and now we adjusted to 750. And we also added a blockable design. This makes the animation more comfortable and it's visible. You may wonder why slowing down is actually an upgrade. You know, I'm an engineer. I have always disliked slow animation. But after I tried to speed up this animation by multiplying the speed by 2, I found that yes, it's fast, but the experience is not comfortable. I finally understand. Maybe slow down, make it more elegant, and make it more stable. Yes, sometimes slow is fast. I heard that there's a saying in psychology, they call it negative bias, which means that people tend to remember the moment that is negative. For example, if you click the phone 100 times and only one time gets stuck, but the users will always remember the only one time stuck. In order to find out all these low probability problems, we set the response speed when we click the application at 135 milliseconds. And we set up a very high pressure test with 1 million times. Our test results show that our application launch response time is always 135 milliseconds during the 1 million test. This is really amazing. One people might click the application by 100 times to 300 times, which means that 1 year we click the application by about 100,000. We test tens of millions of times, which means it's 100 times of pressure, so that we can make sure that we find the extremely low probability problem.
So from a big picture perspective, we're trying to build more intelligent and empowering tools so that our users can feel that the phones really understand them and their problems and can offer them solutions that are intelligent and that are there exactly when they need them. And we're committed to allowing users to improve their efficiency so that they can do more things that they haven't traditionally been able to do on their phones. Right now, especially, we're focused on some AI tools which are integrated with our phone galleries and our text messaging so that they can use those tools to interact with their phones, pads, and PCs.
We try to bring traditional AI to our system tuning technology. Actually, in ColorOS 14, we use a lot of traditional AI. In CPU scheduling, we use AI in memory management. We also use AI in file system defragmentation technology. This is actually some of the core technology of Trinity Engine. In addition, there's one very important thing. We have very deep cooperation with one of the top universities in China. We working together to bring in enhancement learning and deep learning algorithm to ensure that our system will not be affected by the defragmentation of the memory and the file system, so that our mobile phone system does not deterioration after 48 months of aging. As regarding Gen AI, I'm excited to tell you that you will sooner or later see that ColorOS will be equipped by Gen AI. We performance engineer, we are working very hard and try our best to reduce the impact of this large model when they're running, when they deploy on the mobile phone, to make sure that power and performance still very good.